92-year-old Gina lives in the countryside outside Felitto in Campania. The village is famous for its extra long fusilli pasta, and Gina is an expert. Gina's passion is her vegetable garden, where she spends most of her day. She was a farmhand most of her working life. Today she's picking aubergines, or melanzane in Italian, to stuff and serve with her hand-rolled fusilli. She's using long, slim aubergines, which make the final result easier to eat.
Mi chiamo Gina, ho 92 anni e faccio le fusilli a Felitto e le melanzane imbottonate.
She first makes a cut, but doesn't go completely through the fruit. Then she makes another complete cut to create a clam shape. The two slices are still attached by the skin and have a hinge. This helps with stuffing them. Next, Gina makes a tomato sauce. She finely chops 1/4 of a red onion and fries it in a generous slug of olive oil. She pours in 500 ml of her own homemade passata. Fellow Granny Zaida is helping in the background. She seasons it with a couple of pinches of salt and leaves it to simmer while she prepares the aubergine filling. To make the filling, Gina grates plenty of goat's cheese and mixes in about 20 grams of breadcrumbs. She seasons it with black pepper and a little chopped parsley. Gina's dog is ever hopeful. Gina cracks in 3 eggs and makes sure they're thoroughly mixed through the cheese. Some people like to add garlic to the mixture, but Gina prefers it without. She forks a dollop of the mixture between the slices to create a kind of aubergine sandwich. Once all the aubergine discs are stuffed, she fries them in hot oil.
A zappoliare il grano, seppare l'erba per l'orto, per le trappi, i piantini, tutti. Raccogliere la ulivi, tutto il lavoro delle contadine. Andiamo anche a zappare, a seminare il grano, tempo fa però, no, non mo, tempo, quando eravamo giovani, con la zapparella a mano, seminammo il grano. Tutti i lavori che abbiamo fatto, portare pietre in testa, putima, la pigliavo da una parte, la portavo a un altro, quando credo pure in testa abbiamo portato. Quel tempo quando ero giovane.
They should be golden brown on both sides, and Gina turns them over after a few minutes. Once cooked, she places them onto kitchen paper to remove the excess oil. Gina puts them to one side while she makes the pasta. Gina uses around 450 grams of semola rimacinata and 50 grams of soft wheat flour.
Ma non chilo, mezzo chilo di farina, ne vuole 3, non ce lo vuole quando dici tu.
She adds 3 eggs and squishes them into the flour. The dough needs some water, but not too much, as Gina wants a firm but not dry dough. Only experience tells her how much to use.
Gina, chi l'ha seminato il grano?
Mio figlio, col trattore. Là, quella terra si vede là.
She works the dough until it is smooth and silky.
Mamma mia!
The key for successful fusilli is leaving the dough to rest, covered, for several hours. This dough she made earlier. She cuts it into chunks and rolls out long ropes. They look like extra long grissini. She then cuts them up into 10 centimetre lengths. She keeps them dabbed with a little olive oil to stop them from drying out.
Questo qua è il mio ferretto per fare I fusilli.
To create the fusilli, Gina uses an extra fine rod, or ferro in Italian. She places it along the pasta and rolls it with flat palms, moving from the middle to the end of the rod. Gina keeps her hands and rod oiled to stop the pasta from sticking to the metal. The rod is neither straight or smooth, so this helps with making each tube. It is also important to twizzle the fusilli off the rod.
Così fai il movimento, come lo dice, a girare, poi lo devi tirare in testa.
Ok.
Non lo devi girare dentro, se no non si tira. Poi si mette a riposare e poi si vanno. Voi adesso sa come lo facevano prima con le cose del cerrizzo che si c'entrava il grano, pigliavano i piedi e quello facevano il mondo, non lo so come lo fanno.
Gina flings each one onto the tablecloth and then orders them neatly. They look like rustic bucatini, don't they? Gina dumps the aubergines into the tomato sauce and cooks them for a couple of minutes.
Ma questi devono volere poco, perché non è che sta pronto, mo devono stare, no?
Meanwhile, the fusilli need around 2 to 3 minutes cooking in boiling salted water. She adds the drained fusilli to a serving bowl and dresses it with the tomato sauce. You can eat the stuffed aubergines at the same time or afterwards, it doesn't matter. All it needs now is a generous sprinkling of goat's cheese and it's ready for a taste test.
I fusilli sono pronti. Sono pronti per mangiare.
Brava.
Hai tanto buono. Ma mangiate, lei non piace.
This is so delicious. Buon appetito! Click subscribe for regular helpings of Pasta Grannies. And come back next week when we're in Sicily with Giuseppe and Grazia, who are making macaroon pasta with stuffed cardoons.